Hey team, it's Bree. So I was doing some personal development and watching a video in a group that I'm a part of, and I was overcome by the message in that video that I watched. So I decided I'm going to make my own video instead of sharing the video and saying, "Oh, this is so inspirational." I wanted to share with you guys my takes on it and how I feel because, I have goosebumps. I feel like when we have new coaches join our team that, it's scary. It's a lot to take on. But I don't ever just willy-nilly sign people up on my team. I want you to know that each and every person here on this team matters to me. Your family matters to me. My goals in this business, while I have a huge why that is selfish and me, my goals are important, I have a huge goal to help this team succeed. I have a huge heart that you guys find the passion that I have found through this business. And it starts with you. It starts with really digging down and saying, what am I willing to give up to make this work, to, get down and dirty with this business and find a passion for it. It doesn't just happen overnight. I try to tell, new coaches, people that join our team, give it 6 months, give it a year. Sorry, I'm dinging. It's not something that just happens. You have to create it. You have to make it. You have to mold it into something that you want because it looks different to everybody. So I don't want you to feel like you join this team and it's just not for you. I don't want you to look at other top coaches or, make goals for yourself and go see elite coaches or 5-star diamond coaches and go, that's never going to be me. That's so out of my reach. That's great for them, but that could never be me. I want you to stop limiting your belief set. I want you to stop limiting your potential by putting that into your own head, by putting that limit on cap on yourself. Because this business is for anybody that works for it. It doesn't just land in your lap and, get given to you. I have been working hard. Stella, quiet. The baby's fussing and so she's barking. I've been working hard for 2 years and I'm not where I want to be at. I'm not there yet. But I know that the foundation and the structure of this business is there. It's a perfect module of success. I just have to work hard. I have to bust my butt and I have to do the things that are required for any successful business in the beginning. So if you give this business a month, I don't want you to say I'm a failure if you haven't, reached your yearly goals. If you feel like people aren't coming to me or, people aren't responding. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to build any business or rapport in a community. It's the same with this business. You have to be your best self and you have to gradually get there. You're not going to explode overnight being a leader and a 15-star diamond elite coach. It's going to take time. It takes heart. It takes passion. And so when I go out and I have conversations with people, I was talking to somebody in our sneak peek group and she said, I really want to do it. How much is it? And when I mentioned the 140, I've struggled with income. I get it. I've worked paycheck to paycheck. But there is so much that can manifest out of this, that what you get, I saw the value in it and I was like, okay, I can make my money back. But I want so much more than that for you guys. I don't just want to sell you a challenge pack and have you cancel your membership and waste your money on something that you don't find passion for. Every single coach that I sign up that I say, you can do this, I'm not just saying that as a tagline to inspire somebody to buy a challenge pack. I'm saying this because I truly believe that every single person on our team and every single coach that joins me in this has the potential to make this into something amazing. But the problem is we're so self-limiting when it comes to success. We're so okay with just good, or it's good enough, or I make enough money, or I have, enough finances to pay my mortgage this month. But what if your potential was limitless? What if it's not enough? What if just good enough isn't good enough. You could have better. You could have more freedom. You could travel to those places that you wanted to see. You could have your dream house. You can give your kids, soccer and dance practice and buy that tutu that they need for, their dance club. You can do all those things. You can have as many pets as you want. You can buy the new car. Those things aren't selfish. Those are what drive us in this business. And so when I sign people up, I don't want you to think that in 30 days time when you go through my Coach Basics group that, hey, it didn't work out, I'm going to cancel. My goal is not just to convince you to sign up for me to get a commission off a challenge pack. When a coach signs up, I don't even get commissions off a challenge pack. And so I want you to know that even if you're not my personally sponsored coach, you can reach out to me. You can ask in the team page, because my goal is to share with you how realistic, how doable this business is if you show up every single day. You don't have to be perfect. I was depressed. I was on antidepressants for when I first signed up as a coach. But guess what this business did for me? It got me out of that slump. It got me out of that mentality, that really crushing mentality and that spirit of, I can't do anything. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to be that person. I'm never going to be able to amount to what that person has accomplished in anything. I had to stop limiting my belief. I had to stop limiting myself and settling for what was good enough. I had to stop that. I had to start reading my personal development, whether it's looking up YouTube videos or, reading your book or listening to audibles. You've got to dive into your own personal development. You've got to dive into your passion of this business, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to have passion for your team as it grows. You're not going to have passion in what you do. You have to love the products. I've recommitted to doing a program, Max 30, because I know how important it is and vital it is to my business to show that it's doable. I'm not going to jump around programs. I could. I've bounced back from baby number 2 and I could jump around programs. But the point is doing it with people and showing that it's my real life and I just connect with people. You have to be the one that's willing to connect and go out there and make a difference in somebody's life. I am not perfect. I do not have it all together. My workouts, are sometimes an hour long when it should only take 30 minutes because I've got kids climbing on me, or I have to stop and nurse, or take the dog out. But when I think about the potential for this team, like I talk to you guys about your goals, and I talk to you about real things like quitting your job. Stella, quiet. I talk about quitting your job. I talk about, the bosses that you're stuck in relationships with that you don't feel comfortable. Or, I talk about you wanting to be home with your kids, or wanting that freedom, or wanting to travel, or wanting to lose the weight and help other people. Those things are real, guys. Like, that is so real to me. And so when I say that you can do this, I know you can do it. I know you have to just take off that self-doubt hat, and you have to put on that front of knowing that you can do this and believe yourself that you can do this. Because if you limit yourself and you don't believe it, then other people won't trust that you believe it and won't believe in you. So just know I have your back. Just know that this team is growing and going places, and you're part of that. I want you to be successful because your goals are important to me. Your family's important to me. And I do my best. I wear 50 different hats. I'm a mom. I'm running this team and here and there, and I might not respond right away. But just know when I have conversations with you and I run the groups for the team and I get on team calls, is that I love this team. And I love what, happened over the last 2 years. I never would have thought we'd have, such a big team. I might not be where I'm wanting to be yet. And I might have set big goals last year that I missed the mark. But I'm learning every day. And if you only give yourself a month in this business, if you only give yourself a little bit of time and you don't really invest yourself, it's not going to happen. This is not a quick, easy thing. You don't join any company and get to be the boss. You always have a boss. You have to get promotions. You have to work hard and prove yourself. It's the same in this business. You are your own boss, and you have to tell yourself, If you want to go places, you've got to work for it. You've got to have heart. You've got to have hustle. You have to have determination. You have to have consistency. You can't just show up one day and not show up the next. You can't disappear for a week in your business. It's not how it works. As a coach, you're joining a team, but you also have to be the boss in your business. You have to understand that your goals are not going to be reached if you don't keep hustling, if you don't keep pushing. There are many days where I'm struggling, where I feel like my business is going backwards, where I might not make as much money as I usually do in a week. But that doesn't matter because I am going forward. I have made a stance that I'm a lifer. I am a coach that's not going anywhere, and I'm not settling. And so I show up to my business every day knowing that even if I don't feel like talking to people, even if I don't feel like sending a message or an email or adding a new friend, I do it because I'm worth it. My goals are worth it. My team is worth it. You guys are worth it. And so I show the effort. I show up, and you have to do the same thing. So I know I got a little emotional there, but I want you to know I care. I want you to know that this is not just a thing. This is not a silly hobby. It has changed people's lives. We've had people on our team quit their jobs. We've had so much happen in this team. We've had so much weight loss. We've had fitness and health goals reached. But I want you to know that those desires, when you signed up as a coach, you've got to find that driving passion. You've got to find your why and share that and be okay with this taking time and building it into something that you can be proud of. So that's all I have. I was inspired by the video I watched today, and instead of sharing the video, I wanted to share my own heart with you guys today. I will see you on the team call later, but I wanted to share, and happy, is it Friday? Yeah. Happy Friday. I just want you to know that if you're on this team and you're struggling, we've all had the struggle. It's hard, and it does feel like you're feeling half the time. My first year in the business, I didn't rank advance. I didn't feel like I was going anywhere, but I just kept pushing because I had that little voice in my head saying, this is where you need to be. This is going to happen. Every single coach says you got to just push for a year. So don't give up. Don't fail yourself or think that you can't do this because in a month's time you're not a millionaire. Just know it takes time. Anything good takes time to grow, and you've got to nurture it. So I'm here nurturing you guys. I'm here to nurture the team, but you've got to put the belief and the faith in it yourself. And you've got to invest every single day and plant those seeds so that this business can thrive for you. All right, that's all I have. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.